Yes, there we have it. Good evening, all. Well, I think we're live. It is nearly 8 o'clock. I'm actually gone live just a few seconds before. Now, if you're lucky, you should be able to see a Christmas tree in the background. I've changed position for tonight's quiz. The first time since I was outside El Fresco. Oh, yes, the wife's just, oh, yes, she's got me on the screen, on another screen, so to speak. Right then, as you all know, tonight is going to be a special night because we're raising money, or we've raised an awful lot of money already for the myton hospices in the Rugby area. And before we go any further, I would like to thank every single one of you for donating to this fantastic cause. As you know, the myton hospices, well, all hospices give end-of-life care, and it's a very difficult time for a lot of families and a lot of people. But if we can raise some money for them, it's a fantastic idea. So, for all those that haven't done the quiz before, the quiz will start in 15 minutes at 1/4 the hour. And I would like all of you to get involved in some chat on the right-hand column. Hopefully, you have got live chat enabled, not top chat. We need you to enable live chat, and you can, at any time, post anything you like. And I especially like jokes. Ian's already said good evening, so good evening, Ian Miller. Hope all is well with Ian, and thank you, Ian, for donating some prizes tonight, and of course towards the fund as well. And we've got Team Mince Pie, Mince Pie Eyes. I thought they were the Mince Pie Munchers, but never mind. We've got Team Mince Pie Eyes checking in. Mince pies and beer at the ready. That sounds great. That's Jed and Tracy. Well, thank you for your donation as well, Jed, Tracy. It's been great. Michelle Gibbons, thank you very much for your donations, Michelle. And it's great to see you all logging in. Everyone's here. 3G signing in from Crick. I thought you were down as 4G. I got you down as 4G. Never mind. Mike Yates, good evening, Mike. Thanks for your donation as well. It's been great to see you. And let's see how we can fare tonight. I hope you're keeping well and raring to do battle in tonight's quiz. Tony's just joined us. Good evening, Tony. Big thumbs up. Team Blues Extra here. That's what we like to see. Team Blues Extra. Well, that's what I like to hear. Now then, for all those that haven't done the quiz before, let me just explain. Basically, there are 6 rounds. They're very straightforward. There are 10 general knowledge questions in each of the rounds, and you do your own marking. Obviously, at the end of each round, I like each and every team to put in their total score after each round so that you can see what everybody else is scoring. So who else has joined us? We've got the Yelvertoft twosome. That's Andrew and Jane. Good evening to you two. Hope all is well and you're keeping well. And thank you for your donations as well. As the same with the Rotary Club of Rugby. Thank you very much for your generous donation. Nice to see you, Kevin. Hope you're all signed in, getting the rest of the team raring to go. Luke and Ricella have just joined us, my son, so he's raring to go tonight. So if you'd like to put any jokes online, you're more than welcome. What's that? They can't see the tree. Apparently, I've got to move to the left of the bit because nobody can see the tree. It's sticking out my head, but let's worry about that in a minute when I get you back on the screen. Here we go. So let me just bring up a quick joke. Now, jokes are good. We all like to post a few jokes, so I'll just quickly post a joke. So, Tim, now let me move this way a little bit, see whether we've got any. I don't want the cables to come out at the inconvenient times. That's the only problem. I might start blowing things up if we're not careful. Right then, I could, of course, move the tree. I can't. Got cables everywhere. Oh, something's just come out. Never mind. That seems a bit better. Right then, having moved down the table a bit, wife says you can't see the tree. That looks a bit better. Right then, can we all see the tree now? Ah, yes, thank goodness for that. Right, so where I got to? Georgia Lambert's just joined us, the Yorkies. Good evening, Rory and Georgia. Hope all is well with you two. Keep up the good work and thank you very much for your donation. Right, Andy, Jessica and Craig have just joined us. Good evening to the Harris household. Hope all is well and you're ready to battle tonight. Pick and Mix have just joined us. Good evening, Pick and Mix, and thank you for your donation. And Lydia's just joined us. Squeaky Bobber here. We got Neil and Tracy here. Well, Neil's still in the kitchen. but we're raring to go. Penny's just joined us. Good evening, Penny. They're the Holland Seasiders. Good evening, Penny. Hope all is well with you. Raring to do battle again today. What's Robin just put? What do a healthy dog and a short-sighted gynecologist have in common? I don't know. What does a healthy dog and a short-sighted gynecologist have in common, Robin? He's going to tell us any second. He's coming back. Martin Davis is saying, good evening from the despairing Davises of Dunchurch. Tony said, one of ours is not very well. He spends too much time listening to Dean Martin and Bing Crosby, and he's caught coronavirus. Coronavirus. Oh, that's dreadful. That's the type of dreadful joke we like, Tony. Keep them coming. Anne's just joined us. Anne Anderson, evening from Anne and Dave from Essex. For one night only, we are bread rolls and barm cakes, and joined by our daughter, is that Lily from Sheffield. So great to see you on, and good evening to see you, Lily. Hope you're all right. Put the tree in the seat and you can stand at the back. Yes, I could put... That's a good idea. Yes, I could do that. I could go like that, I suppose, but never mind. Jackie Skip's just joined us. Good evening, Jackie. And Paul has just joined us for them Cozy Rascals here. They've made a donation earlier and for a great cause. Tree looks amazing. Well, I don't know about that, but it looks all right. Yes, it does look nice. It does look nice. I better say it's what? I'm not sat out in the dark, you'll be pleased to know. Robin's just come back. Hey, wet nose. I better read the whole joke out again because that didn't really go down well. That did it. Oh, God. No, I can't find it now. I think you'll have to put the answer in with the joke, Robin, because they're going down too fast. I can't get back there, but a wet nose. Yeah. Chris Beats just joined us. So good evening, Nicky, saying, looking forward to taxing the grey matter yet again. As is always, we have 6 rounds of general trivia tonight. We start off with the letters from the words myton hospices. Myton hospices. So we use the first letters of the initials, so mytonhospices spells out myton hospices. So they're the first letter of each of your answers. There are 13 answers in round 1. Round number 2, very unusually, is entitled In the News. In the News. It's basically 10 questions have been in the news in the last 7 days or there or thereabouts. Round 3 is a connections round where we have 9 general knowledge questions. And question 10 asks for a connection between the previous 9 answers. Round number 4 is a round on money. Money. Anything to do with money. Round number 4 is an initial letter link. Again, 9 general knowledge questions. You take the first letters of each of your answers. You rearrange them to spell out the answer to question number 10. And finally, some general trivia to keep you all going. Now, as is always with my quizzes, it's important that you all have some nibbles to hand. Mince pie munchers, obviously, they've got theirs. Mince pies ready. You might want some nuts. You might want some cashews. You might want some other same thing, I suppose. You might want some, I don't know, but I have beer at hand. So you need drinks as well. Tonight's beer is, in fact, in one of the oldest, marvellous own brands. It's Harper's Golden Ale, starting off at a very sensible 4.1%. If I keep going like that, I should be okay until the end of the quiz, I think. Apparently, people are suggesting I look a little bit like a spitting image head, but I don't think I look like Boris at all. I hope my hair will be going all over the place. So, Roy's just, wait a minute, let's see who's joined us then. We've got lots more joining us now. Let me just go through a few. We had Chris speak. Good evening, Chris. Faye's just joined us. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Well, same to you. Damp underfoot. This is our friends from Toft in Cambridgeshire. Great to see you, and raring to go, Jane. Ian's just joined us. We've got no Norfolk in chance. Akka, Harry, Julie, Ian, and the bottle of Shiraz. Mums is just joined us. Good evening, Marion. Hope all is well with you. There's a proud Slopians are here and ready to do battle. Steve's just joined us. We've got evening from Steve and Jill, the 2 Tofties. They're on our relations in Cambridge. That's another great team raring to do battle. And Lisa's just joined us. Good afternoon, all team. The Team UK, USA in the house. Tree looks wonderful. Well, for all of those that don't know Lisa is beaming straight in from sunny California. She joins the quiz every week. She's been doing it for the last God knows how long. So well done, Lisa, to you. I hope you're all staying well and feeling fit. Footy Fox 86 has just joined us. Good evening, Footy Fox 86. Hope all is well with you. As the famous 5, they're all checking in. Hillary's just joined us, and I'm sure the rest of the gang will be as well. Ian Anthony James and Don Quixote, another very strong team. They're joining us from Greater London, Greater Manchester, and Greater Lower Hill Morton. Nice one there. Love the tree, but where's Little Nick? Little Nick's over here. He's on my shoulder. I couldn't quite get him in the picture. I'll perhaps prop him up here somewhere. I don't think he'll sit there, though. No. I've got to put him over there somewhere. Unfortunately, it's not quite widescreen enough, my camera on my thing. If I went back a bit, I suppose it might be, but then you'd never see me, but never mind. Little Nick's with us anyway, just to let you know. Love the tree. And Ian's just said, at the zoo yesterday, there was a wholemeal loaf in every cage, obviously bred in captivity. Oh, dear, oh dear. Nice one, Ian. Do feel free, all you new teams, just get joined in with the chat. The more chat, the better. Roy said, have you heard the latest Christmas song? Do they know it's Christmas? It's a cover version. Oh, dear. Roy, that was dreadful. That's definitely worse. Worst joke of the night so far. Oh, dear. Now, Robin's reposted it. He said, what do a healthy dog and a short-sighted gynecologist have in common? A wet nose. Oh, dear, oh, dear. PRS are just signing in. Just donated. Thank you, Matthew. All in the pot. Clive and Janet from Stockton have joined us. Hi, all donated as the Northern Grumpies. Fantastic. Thanks, Janet and Clive, for your donations. It's all going to a great cause tonight. Tony's just said, what's Joni's just said? Drink? Question mark. What's chocking? What's that? Choc and raspberry cookies and Pernod tonight. That's it. Oh, Peroni, sorry. Not Pernod, Peroni. Quite different there, really. More like Max Headroom. Bilton Muse joining mix. That's how you said it. I wasn't quite sure how you wanted me to write Muse, Mick, and I couldn't quite understand whether it was news or Muse because your phone wasn't particularly clear. Plus the fact I'm going deaf as well. But nice to see you, Mick, and Bev. Hope all is well with you too, and you're keeping fit. Home Alone 6 are all here and looking forward to some nice, easy questions. Well, Carol, as always, you know you do better than you always say. But yes, we've got a nice, easy quiz for you tonight. He says, no, maybe. Right, we've got Steve's just joined us. So we've got Steve Hills and dog Dexter. Now, we need to ask ourselves, is Dexter awake and ready to do the quiz tonight? We will see. Lisa's just asked me if she can check the spelling of myton hospices. She's got it bang on. Well done, Lisa. That's bang on. Myton hospices. Sarah's just joined us. So we've got Russ, James, Joe, and Sarah from One Night Only. They're calling themselves the Worcester Saucy Mob. Well, I was going to call you, what did I just work out? The RSJs, I thought you'd be called. But it was only Russ. Yeah, anyway, enough of that. They're called the Saucy Mob. Well done, them. I donated yesterday before it was trendy. Well done, Robin. That's what I like to see. An early donator. Well done, Robin, indeed. And thanks, everybody, because basically everybody that's joined us tonight has donated and made this a wonderful opportunity to raise some money. Because, of course, these charities, I think Myton Hospices alone require 9.2 million, they reckon, to keep the hospices running. And although they've managed to cut back quite a lot this year without affecting their services too much, it has... even if we raise a fantastic amount tonight, it will probably only give them a 1 or 2 hours running time or whatever else, but more the merrier, because it's very difficult for all these charities to basically operate in these very tough times. So Robin, what's he put? Chris and Mary, St Ives. This is Chris and Mary and his friends from Cornwall. Oh, fantastic. So we've got sunny Cornwall joining us today. Great to see you. Stuart's joining us for those on the app. Yes, quite. Chris has said Santa is a big supporter of Marion and other ho-ho hospices. Fantastic. What's that? Oh, sorry, yes. Yeah, it's all right. He's put Myra. Never mind. It's all right. It's me being daft. Never mind. That's nothing. Steve has tried a hard morning running around Coombe Abbey. This is the dog Dexter. He is tired. A hard morning running around Coombe Abbey. Anthony Ridgway has just joined us. So the Ridgways are in from Welton. Good evening, Anthony, Trish, and Paul. Hope all is well with you and you're keeping all fit and raring to go. We are here tonight going to buy the team name, the Narrow Minded. Fantastic. And Ian Miller, What's green, covered in tinsel that goes ribbit, ribbit? Mistletoe. Oh dear, Ian, that's nearly as bad as Roy's joke, not quite. Now then, of course, if you do like the quiz tonight, do make sure you leave a nice thumbs up for Nick in the like. There's a little button somewhere on the screen. Do feel free to like the quiz, even if you don't like it, you can still give me a thumbs up. It takes my rankings up on Google, you see, and the higher we get, the better. This, you'll be pleased to know, is the 70th quiz of the year that we've done, and Lydia and I have done since lockdown began in March. So for all you people that have been stupid enough to do that many quizzes, fair play to you, and thanks for keep joining in. A lot of people like doing their quizzing, and it is unfortunate that we're not going to be able to do it in the pub. Even as I speak, it looks like it's going to be the new year at the earliest, and we're all going to have to get ourselves vaccinated anyway, so what the hell. Right, Ian's just said evening, and Nick and Lydia there, going by the name The Mafia. Edward's just joined us, Edward Coward. To Chris and Mary, hello from Edward and Rachel in Shrewsbury. Well, it's great to see friends from Shrewsbury. We've got Shrewsbury, Worcester. Matthew said, I made a Christmas cake yesterday, but can't find it anywhere. I think it must be stolen. It must have been stolen. Oh, God, yeah. Well done, Matthew. That was a good one. Hello to the Cowards in Shrewsbury. Hope you settled into your new house. Chris Pickard's just joined us. Good evening, Chris. Hope all is well with you. Right then, I'm running over time. Sorry, I was so intent in trying to speak to everybody that we're actually running over time. So let's get on with this quiz. It's 2016, so it is time. Eyes down, look in. Round number one is entitled Myton, hospices. We have 86. Let me just sort my screen out so that we've got this minimized so I can see you and the questions at the same time, which is exactly what I want. So taking the first letter of the word myton hospices, so your first answer has got to start with the letter M. It's a two-word answer I'm after, and it's probably one of the harder ones in this round. So here we go. Question number one. Are we ready? Eyes down, look in. Remember, you're doing your own marking. Get your paper ready. What book became a bestseller in Germany in the 1930s? Upon the death of its author, the book's copyright passed to the state, which forbade any republishing in the German language until 2016. Two-word answer, starting with the letter M, of course. So what book became a bestseller in Germany in the 1930s? Upon the death of its author even, the book's copyright passed to the state, which forbade any republishing in the German language until 2016. Now, for all you that haven't done the quiz before, you will notice my daughter Lydia will put the round number and the question number in the chat column to your right. If you haven't got any chat up, it's probably because you're full screen and it's not quite so easy on televisions if you're watching me. You might need to have a tablet as well so you can get the chat in the right-hand column. Right, that's a two-word answer starting with the letter M. Question number two. Which English cathedral city went by the Roman name of Eboracum? The Ebor Handicap horse race is still run every year on the city's famous racecourse. Not too hard, that starts with the letter Y. So which English cathedral city went by the Roman name of Eboracum? The Ebor Handicap horse race is still run every year on the city's famous racecourse. Just to help you out, it's not Yeovil, just in case you thought it was. Right, at a latest count, you'll be pleased to know we have raised in excess with the quiz and with all your help. In fact, it's you that's raised the money, really. We are just surpassed £1,700 now in aid of the hospices, which is a fantastic total. Andrew, my brother-in-law, had set a total of £200 to raise, and we've smashed that, and we're now just past 1,700, which is fantastic. Right, question number three. Listen carefully, starting with the letter T. Which famous 1998 romance disaster film begins with the search of a blue diamond called The Heart of the Ocean? Starting with the letter T, it's a one-word answer. Come on, can't be that difficult. Which famous 1998 romance disaster film begins with the search of a blue diamond called the Heart of the Ocean? Jed and Trace, you're on them mince pies already. It's a shame I can't have a mince pie. I don't think we've got any mince pies in, have we? I've eaten them all. I ate the last one yesterday, but never mind. I'm sure we'll be getting the nuts out later. The peanuts, that is, I suppose. Question number 4, a bit more technical, starting with the letter O. It's for all you scientists. What name is given to the spontaneous movement of solvent molecules through a semi-permeable membrane into a region of higher solute concentration? It's a one-word answer, starting with the letter O. So what name is given to the spontaneous movement of solvent molecules through a semi-permeable membrane into a region of higher solute concentration? This is why Carol Jackson does the quiz, because she loves these tricky questions about science. It's very important for baking as far as I'm concerned, that one. Maybe. Question number 5, I did check this one just in case after last week's debacle. What former, this starts with the letter N, it's a 2-word answer. What former Premier League football club, founded in 1902, play their home games at Carrow Road? Ian says he's on a large JD and Coke tonight. Excellent. So question 5 again. What former Premier League football club, founded in 1902, play their home games at Carrow Road? It's a 2-word answer, starting with the letter N. Question number 6, dead easy, one my son will know without hesitation. Which company created its first gummy candy in 1922 in the form of little gummy bears called Gummy Barton? Something like that, anyway. So which company created its first gummy candy in 1922 in the form of little gummy bears called Gummy Barton? Gummy Barton. I love putting things in that I can't pronounce. That starts with the letter H. Question number 7, been on the television. It's been causing a lot of controversy recently, this. Question number 7, it's a 2-word answer, starting with the letter O, playing Queen Elizabeth II. Which actress has played the lead role in the 3rd and 4th series of the TV series The Crown? So playing Queen Elizabeth II, which actress has played the lead role in the 3rd and 4th series of the TV series The Crown? 2-word answer. First name starts with the letter O. Question number 8. The letter, remember, starts with the letter S, number 8. So your answer's got to start with the letter S. If cats are feline and dogs are canine, what what I meant was, what animals are referred to as being ovine? Right, I've given you all that one, haven't I? So if cats are feline and dogs are canine, which animals are referred to as being ovine? Well, I should have said which sheep are referred to as being animals. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. Let's start where we're meant to go. There's always a point there for somebody. That's right. Oh dear. It's good as well. You can't see me blushing under all this. Looks a bit too white. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, thanks, Chris. You're balmy, he says. That's about right. Better have a bit more beer to make sure I don't look at the answer. It's the problem of having the answer right underneath the question, you see. I've always suffered with dyslexia, which means you see things in the wrong order sometimes, but never mind. Martin's saying, are you feeling sheepish? Right, we'll have a few more sheep jokes, I'm sure, coming my way, but never mind. Question number 9. I'll cover the answer up so I don't say it this time. Which Canadian kids TV show has been widely acclaimed thanks to the quality of its animation? It features among characters such as Rocky, Rubble, Zuma, Everest, and Sky. Others there. So question 9 again. Which Canadian kids TV show has been widely acclaimed thanks to the quality of its animation? It features, amongst others, characters such as Rocky, Rubble, Zuma, Everest, and Sky. Chris is saying, don't bleat about it. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear. No more sheep jokes, thank you. Oh dear, that was a woolly answer. Oh dear. This one, you'll all enjoy this one. I will hate these questions. Question number 10, starting with the letter I. Ram it home. We can ram another one in. Oh dear. Question number 10, now aged 62. How is the American rapper, singer, songwriter Tracy Lauren Marrow better known as? Starts with the letter I, which kind of gives it away a bit. So now aged 62. How is the American rapper, singer, songwriter Tracy Lauren Marrow better known as? Chris keeps coming out with them. You're doing great here, Chris. You've got to go on the stage. You can't pull the wool over our eyes. You be careful or I'll have to bar you. Oh dear. Then it gets worse, doesn't it? Question number 11. This is a 2-word answer beginning with the letter C. It's back to television again. Described by its lead character Ray as the capital of British Pakistan, which British sitcom is based in Spark Hill, East Birmingham? It's a 2-word answer starting with the letter C. So described by its lead character Ray as the capital of British Pakistan, which British sitcom is based in Spark Hill, East Birmingham? Hey. Well, I hope so. Good. I'm glad that the woolly jokes have gone. What says Keith Gordon? My neighbour was banging on my door at 03:30 this morning. Can you believe it? Lucky I'm still practicing my bagpipes. Oh dear. That's a daft joke. Good joke, that one, Keith. Question number 12 starts with the letter E. What name links a famous swimmer, a Viking who is said to have discovered America, and a famous darts player who died in Liverpool in 2018? Chris has just said, my cousin Graham plays golf with a lamb joint most weeks. He shanks it regularly. I saw Graham this afternoon. Yes, he was telling me all about his shanking. Question 12 again. What name links a famous swimmer, a Viking who is said to have discovered America, and a famous darts player who died in Liverpool in 2018? And that answer's got to start with the letter E. It's a 1-word answer I'm after. And finally, question 13. What is the 9th sign of the zodiac and represents those born between November the 22nd and December the 21st? You're just darting from subject to subject. Dear, oh dear. So question 13 again. What is the 9th sign of the zodiac and represents those born between November the 22nd and December the 21st? Now then, you should have 13 answers. And the first letters of each of those answers should spell out the words myton hospices. Myton hospices. And no doubt all of you would have got at least one right in that round, unless you weren't taking any notice. So whilst you just make sure you've got ready to do some marking, I'm just going to open myself a nice little toffee ale to keep me going. I have to keep the throat lubricated, as everybody knows, and try not to give the answers away in the next round. So, Crispy, I may be lamenting my answer to that round. Oh dear. Chris, I hope you scored 13 in this round at least. Right then, everybody, after that very easy first round, let me give you the answers. Do your own marking as soon as you've got your total. Put your team name or your own name and your total scored, and I will read the answers out. Right, question one, that book I want, which became a bestseller in Germany in the 30s, was forbade from republishing, of course, was Mein Kampf, or My Fight, by Adolf Hitler, of course. Number two was York. Number three, I was after that film, Titanic. Number four was better known as Osmosis. Number five, the Premier League Football Club, or the ex-Premier League Football Club, were Norwich City. Number six, Gummy Bears, made by Haribo. Number seven, I was after Olivia Colman. Number eight, surprisingly, was Sheep. Number nine, I was after Paw Patrol. We've all heard of Paw Patrol. Number 10, I was after Mr. Ice-T. Ice-T is better known as. Number 11, I was after that sitcom, Citizen Khan. Number 12, the one word that linked those people was Eric. It was Eric the Eel, of course. Eric the Red and Eric Bristow. So well done if you got that. And number 13, of course, was Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the archer. So well done if you got that. Right then, if you'd like to get some scores in, not two, but, said Tony, well done. One for the older quizzer. I ordered a ton of, what's that? I tipped the other day, big mistake. Right, here we go. So, Marion straighten in. Mumsy H in with a 13. Chris Speak, we got a full flock. Well done, 13. Well done. We got Sarah in with a 12. We've got Carol in Home Alone 6 with 13. Tony Freeman in with 12. Famous 5 in with 12. Damp Underfoot with 12. We have Squeaky Bob with a good start on 10. Don Quixote, 13 points. We've got Michelle Gibbons on 12. Matthew Blood straight in with a PRS on a 13. Anthony Ridgway and the Ridgways on 11. Steve Farmland on 11. Oh my God, it's gone off the screen. Hang on. We've got Faye, the Booby Prize Girls, on a fantastic 13. Jed and Tracy off with a steady start with mince pie eyes on 10. We've got Bread Rolls and Barn Cakes on 12. Squeaky Bob's on 13. Early Risers are on 12. Rugby Rotary Club are on 12 points. Chris and Mary from St Ives are on a fantastic 10. We've got the Mafia on 12. Knowledge of the football shines through, said Martin, on a fantastic 11. Footy Fox, 86 on 12 points. Mick Roberts on a fantastic 13 points. Oh, what have we got to? Keith Gordon, not at all bad, he says, on 10. Chris Peckard on 11. We've got Georgie and the Yorkies on 11 points. Mint round, said Paula Lewis, on 13. The Toffees are on 10. Well played then. Clive and Janet from Stockton, the Northern Grumpies, on 9.5. Penny Graham's on 10. Mike Yates is on 11. We've got the Yelverstoft Twosome on 11, Pigamix on 12, Norfolk Tantra on 12. We've got Team UK USA on 13, Carol Green, the Yorkshire Tykes, Cornish Tyke on 10. So well done, Carol. Right then, is that the Carol Green I used to know? You better let me know, Carol. Right then, round number two. Round number two is in the news. So eyes down looking. In the news round. Everything's been in the news this week or the last 2 weeks, so we'll see. Rarington. Ooh, that tastes nice up there. Let me just have another bit before we get going. Oh, yes. It's the same toffee beer I had last week in a different bottle, of course, because I drank the last one. Right, here we go then. Question number one. At long last, the new Pfizer vaccine has arrived in the United Kingdom. However, which other vaccine has the UK government ordered 100 million doses of, hopeful that it too will be approved soon? It's a two-word answer, really. You might call it a three-word answer, but it's a two-word answer. So question number one, at long last, the new Pfizer vaccine has arrived in the United Kingdom. However, which other vaccine has the UK government ordered 100 million doses of? Hopeful that it too will be approved soon. Nice easy one, that one, wasn't it? Right, question two, let me see whether I can't give this one away. Won't be anything, I won't be sheepish about it. Question number two, a new 50p coin has just been released with which famous Raymond Briggs inspired Christmas character depicted on it? It's not the Queen. So a new 50p coin has just been released with which famous Raymond Briggs inspired Christmas character depicted on it? Question number three, you're going to love this one. Absolutely love this one. Martin Davis will be cringing. Unless, of course, he was watching it. Question number three, who was crowned this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? It was filmed at Grish Castle in Wales instead of the Australian jungle. Two-word answer, of course. So who was crowned this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? It was filmed at Grish Castle in Wales instead of the Australian jungle. And for all you, those that can speak Welsh, I went to some lengths to get that right. It's spelt completely differently, but never mind. Well, do feel free to put some more jokes in. I haven't seen a joke for a second or two, but never mind. Anything will do. I'll tell you what, I'll come up with one. Let me just find a joke for you. What can I think of? Stupid. But didn't see it, was it? Ah. I'll just post a little joke. Right, here we go then. Oh, where's my quiz gone? That's not what I wanted. I've lost the quiz now. Oh no, here it is. Question number four. Listen carefully. This is for all you people that like the outdoors and and have been reading local news. Which plant has made a surprising reappearance after 100-year absence? And it was found growing on the banks of an old farmland pond in Norfolk. Now I'm going to give you the choice. Was it pink willy, grass polly, or was it old man's wart? So question four again. Which plant has made a surprising reappearance after a 100-year absence? It was found growing on the banks of an old farmland pond in Norfolk. I'll give you the choice. Was it pink willy, grass polly, or was it old man's wart? It was a good question. It's in the news this week. Little Nick's still here. He's sat by the side here, very lonely tonight, because I can't put him up behind me. I've got to put him on my side. He's singing Jingle Bells. Right then, question number five. Listen carefully, question number five. Cavan, the world's loneliest elephant, has arrived at his new home in which Asian country, which is famed for its massive stone temple complex, Angkor Wat, built during the time of the Khmer Empire? So question five again. Cavan, the world's loneliest elephant, has arrived at his new home in which Asian country, which is famed for its massive stone temple complex, Angkor Wat, built during the time of the Khmer Empire? Place I've yet to go, but I'd like to go there. Now, if you do like doing quizzes and you like doing them as much as we like doing them, do feel free to join my channel. YouTube channel is Pewey1957. Does give you advance warning of any new quizzes coming up. George is just saying, hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, George. Hope all is well with you. Nice to see the Christmas tree in the wave, as always. Question number 6 then. Which song have Spotify announced as the UK's most streamed song of 2020? Was it Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, or was it The Box by Roddy Ricch? Be right down Mick Roberts' alley, this one, I'm sure. It was a similar question last night, actually, wasn't it, on the telly? But that was about 2019. So question 6 again. Which song have Spotify announced as the UK's most streamed song of 2020? Was it Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, or was it The Box by Roddy Ricch? George says, great host tonight, Nick. Who's the host then, George? Just tell me. You can't be looking at me, that's for sure. Right, back to something a bit more normal. Question number 7. Which company saw a sell-off of drinks trolleys, cups and saucers, and bread baskets, amongst other things, last week? It seems to have been so popular that it risks becoming a PR headache. Song of 2020 should have been Fever by Peggy Lee. After that. So question 7 again. Which company saw a sell-off of drinks trolleys, cups and saucers, and bread baskets, amongst other things, last week? It seems to have been so popular that it risks becoming a PR headache. That was basically because people were getting the wrong thing. Some were arriving broken, and basically it was a bit of a nightmare for the company that did it. But never mind. Question number 8. What's Chris just said? Did you know it's your day today, said Chris. Apparently it's St. Nicholas's Day today in Germany. Wow. Well, that's why they call me St. Nick, of course. Call me Nick because I was born that. Song of 2021, something by The Cure. Nice one, Clive. I like that. Oh, dear. Question number 8. This was on only a little while ago. Lewis Hamilton had been forced to withdraw from the Shakir Grand Prix in Bahrain after testing positive for COVID-19. But which driver replaced Hamilton at Mercedes for today's race? So question 8 again. Lewis Hamilton had been forced to withdraw from the Shakir Grand Prix in Bahrain after testing positive for COVID-19. But which driver replaced Hamilton at Mercedes for today's race? He didn't do too bad in the end. Ooh, might be somebody that's got it recorded, so I won't tell them what happened. Question number 9 refers to China. Well, what could be more stupid than China? A social media outcry forced a county in China's Yunnan province to reconsider a policy banning residents from doing what in public? I'll give you the choice. Was it smoking, taking selfies, or walking dogs? So question 9 again was Martin Murray Walker. I could imagine him in there. Is he still alive, Murray? I can't remember. He was in his 90s, wasn't he? Question number 9 again. A social media outcry forced a county in China's Wuhan province to reconsider a policy banning residents from doing what in public? I'll give you the choice. Was it smoking, taking selfies, or walking dogs? And finally, question number 10 in this rather tricky in the news round. Kylie Minogue became the first female artist to have a UK #1 album in 5 separate decades. However, which dame made UK chart history last week after having clocked up 7 album releases in 7 decades to be in the top 40? So Kylie Minogue became the first female artist in the UK to have #1 albums in 5 separate decades. But which dame made UK chart history last week after clocking up 7 album releases in 7 decades, all of which were in the top 40? And of course, she's a dame, so you won't go far on with that one. Well, you might do. Right then, everybody, I will give you a second to consider those. I know a lot of you chat between your teams, and some of you are a long way apart, especially if you're in California. You've got to talk to your team in Cheshire, is it? I think it's Cheshire. Chepstow. Was it Chepstow or Cheshire? Can't remember. It's one of those two. Probably takes you a second and a half to beam across the the world. I will just give you a second or two to get those answers down. Now, do remember, we're doing a prize draw after the quiz tonight. We've got 3 prizes, 3 cash prizes, and I've got some little couple of gifts to give away as well. So there'll be some prizes for everybody. So unless you live in California, I'm not going to send these things to California. We'll have to come up with something for friends from California if they win one of these prizes. But we'll see. Right then, are we ready to do some marking? You've got 10 answers down, Angelina? Oh, the wife's still thinking of one. Ooh. Probably the tricky ones, of course. I will give you another 30 seconds. Anybody else need any more time, or are we ready to mark? Just put it in the chat column if you need a bit more time. Be quick. Right, we have 85 concurrent viewers online at the moment watching us from various parts of the world, which is great. 23 likes. Do remember, if you like the quiz, to give me the little thumbs up with your like button at the bottom. Got 23 likes so far today. I'm sure more of you like me than that. Oh, we got 25. Well done. It's only a matter of clicking the button. I'm sure if you can find it. Right then, here we go. These are the answers. At long last, there's the Pfizer vaccine came out. The one that the UK government ordered 100 million doses of course, was the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. The Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. Number 2, the new 50p coin, of course, famous Raymond Briggs thing was the snowman. The snowman's now on a 50p coin, apparently. Number 3, crowned this year's celebrity, get me out of here, was Giovanna Fletcher. Giovanna Fletcher. So well done if you got that. Was Chris book? Captain Pugwash had a Welsh cousin called Roger the Sheep. I bet he did. Question number 4. The plant I was after. Well, it wasn't old man's wart, but was it grass polly or pink willy? Well, it was grass polly. Grass polly apparently has reoccurred after a 100-year absence. Number 5, of course, Angkor Wat is in Cambodia. Number 6, I was after Blinding Lights by Weekend. Well done if you got that. Blinding Lights by Weekend. Number 7, the company that was selling off drinks trolleys, cups, saucers, cutlery, bread baskets and various other things from their first-class lounges was, of course, British Airways. British Airways. Well done if you got that. They've got to make some money somehow. Number 8, of course, the replacement for Lewis Hamilton at this weekend's GP was George Russell. Number 9, I was after, of course, in social media outcry in China's whatever it is province, Wuhan, that's how you spell it. I don't know why I didn't put a W in front of that. Of course, was walking dogs. Apparently, they tried to ban them because people's dogs get biting other people. Of course, they didn't have them on leads. They just took them out. So they tried banning them, but it caused an uproar. Instead of just insisting they had leads, that would have been more sensible. And finally, number 10, of course, it was Dame Shirley Bassey. Dame Shirley Bassey, who's clocked up 7 album releases in 7 decades, all of which have been in the top 40 of the UK singles charts, or albums charts. So, right, let's have some scores in, see how you've all fared. Now, to all those new teams, I need you to add last time's score and this time's score, because I can't add them up. So I need a total score in the score column. So we've got Chris Peake straight in with a 20. We've got Mince Pie Eyes on 17. We've got Rugby Road Club on 19. PRS on 21 points. Martin Davies on 17. The Proud Salopians are on 17. The Northern Grumpers are on 16.5. Damp Underfoot on 20. It's a good score. Steve Farmland on 18. Ian Miller's on 19. Footy Fox 86 on 19. Mick Robertson on 19. Home Alone 6 on 21. We've got the Famous 5 on 19. The Donkers 8 on 23. Georgia Lamberton, the Yorkers on 18, Narrow Minded on 17, we've got the Quizzy Rascals on 23, Mike Yates is on 17, Michelle Gibbons on 20, the Mafia on 20, we've got Team UK USA on 21, Famous Hawley and the Booby Brothers Girls are on 22, Norfolk Chaps on 21, we've got Steve Pugh on a fantastic 15, Bread Rolls and Barcoats are on 18, we've got Blues Extra Claws on 18, we've got the Overtoft Twosome on 18, we've got Sarah, Russ, Joe and James on 20, we've got Cornish Tyke on 16, Pig and Mixer on 20, Penny Grammars on 15, Chris and Mary St. Ives are on 13. Keith Gordon's on 15. We've got Squeaky Bob on 21. Leslie Barrett's put my worst ever ad. I shall have to start watching the telly. Chris Pickard's on 16. Well played. And Leslie on 15. Well, to be fair, Leslie, I know you don't like television or sport. But it's one of those things. Jessica Harris and the team Harrises are on 17 points. Well played then. So everybody's there or thereabouts so far. That really wasn't a TV round. It was more of a in the news round, that one, Leslie. So you need to start reading more papers, I suppose. I bet Robin got most of those, right? I'm surprised that Chinese county didn't ban people from eating bats in public. Yeah, that's about right. Bat on a stick. Bat on a stick. I've seen that before. Has anybody ever actually eaten bat on a stick? I've seen it, but I didn't dare eat it. Has anybody actually eaten a bat on a stick? No? Or anything else crunchy on a stick that looked horrible? I bet we've got a few out there that have lived in, been to places. Right then, round number 3 is a connections round. 9 general knowledge questions plus a final question asking for a connection between the previous 9 answers. We got the idea? We'd rather be in a pub than in the news. No, fair play. I'd rather be in a pub as well. Got 2 of them closed at the moment. Not looking forward to, I don't know. Will we ever get the pubs back open again? They claim that we might go out of Tier 3 on the 16th, be reassessed. But even if we go into Tier 2, that's not going to help us an awful lot, but never mind. Clive says he's had scorpion on a stick in Malaysia. Well, I've seen scorpion and bat on a stick, but I've never actually eaten one. Uncooked tripe is my thing. Pepper vinegar sandwich. My mother used to like tripe, but she used to have it with milk, onion, and she used to poach it for about an hour or so and then eat it. But apparently it's quite nice. Not that I've tried that. Right then, here we go then. A connections round. Listen carefully because question 1 is possibly the hardest one, was it? How did Darth Vader know what Luke got him for Christmas? He sensed his presence. Oh dear, like that one. Oh dear. Poor old Darth Vader, eh? Right then, question number 1. What is the common surname of the US presidents who became president due to the assassinations of Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy? So question number 1 again. What is the common surname of the US presidents who became president due to the assassinations of Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy? So basically the presidents have got the same name, but they're a little way apart. You'll get the idea. Now, do remember we're looking for a connection between these answers. So question number 2 is a bit easier. Released in 1990, the first version of Microsoft Office contained 3 applications: Excel, PowerPoint, and what else? one of which I'm using for my quiz tonight. So released in 1990, the first version of Microsoft Office contained 3 applications: Excel, PowerPoint, and what else? It's a one-word answer. Question number 3. In the United Kingdom, what is the common name for what is known as a rotary in the New England region of the USA? I'm sure the Rotary Club of Rugby should know that one, or maybe they won't. So in the UK, what is the common name for what is known as a rotary in the New England region of the USA? What's that? Who cares? You can say that about all the questions. Who cares? Oh dear. Oh, Martin's got the connection already. God, dear, oh dear. Now then, you're looking for a connection between your previous answers. Do remember. And I've got, well, Tina did. Well done, Tina. Tina's a great name. Always reminded me of Tina Teaspoon off Button Moon, which was a program I used to like. Well, it was a kids' program, obviously, yes. Question number 4. This is a tricky one for all you gamblers out there. What 6-letter word is used by bookmakers as a slang term for odds of 3 to 1? Brother Steve will know that one, surely. Is he a gambler? I don't know. So what 6-letter word is used by bookmakers as a slang term for odds of 3 to 1? Oh, bother. It's obviously too easy, this connection. Far too easy. Either that or all showing off. Question number 5, dead easy. The ocular immune system protects which part of the body from infection? So question 5 again, the ocular immune system protects which part of the body from infection? This toffee beer is very nice. So has anybody else changed beer so far? I bet Chris speaks on 1 or 2 different ones. And Roy, what are you drinking tonight, Roy? Question number 6. What boy's name represents the letter M in the NATO phonetic alphabet? Oh, that Goose IP, that was very good, the Goose IPA. What's Jessica saying? Only easy if you know the answer. You're right, it is only easy if you know the answer, Jessica. Sarah Sanchez on the Goose IPA. That was a great beer. Yeah, that must be an oldie, because we got a box of that from Aldi's. It was very nice. Good strength to it as well. Helps you when you're doing the quiz. Yeah, Martin's saying must try some. Yes, you can get that. It's 5.9%, only 330 litre bottles, however, the small bottles. However, I think it was a bottle, was it a case of 12 or 10 or something? I can't remember. I think you get 12 for about 10 quid or something. It wasn't too bad. Question number 7. By what name is the New Zealand men's national rugby union team more commonly known as? Oh, God. Clive's drinking home-brewed sake. Dear. Sake, is that rice? It's Japanese rice beer, isn't it? I had some Hobgoblin, but I'm on Sauvignon Blanc wine now. I had some Hobgoblin the other night, actually. It was very tasty, actually. It wasn't bad at all. I want that. Matthew Blood, mini keg of Purity Mad Goose. It's fair enough. Plenty of mad people around here tonight, that's for sure. Rice and raisins, says Clive. Yeah, we've had rice weevils this week. Blooming things. Got into my bird food. Be careful where you store your bird food. Weevils. Right, question number 8. What item of food is known as seta in Spanish and a champignon in French, apparently? So what item of food is known as seta in Spanish and a champignon in French? How did you cook them? Slowly, was the word. Question number 9, dead easy this one. Running from Hammersmith in the west to Edgware Road, what line is coloured yellow on the map of the London Underground? So running from Hammersmith in the west to Edgware Road, what line is coloured yellow on the map of the London Underground? And of course, question number 10, what is the connection between the previous 9 answers? It's a one-word connection I'm after, which will connect all the previous answers. So have a go at that, see how you fare. Right, that's the end of round 3. You can all go and have a quick break if you need to zip off to the loo, get yourself another beer or wine, or indeed some nibbles. Do feel free, there's no rush. Whilst we've been on air, we've had 1 or 2 more donations, and our current total, I'll just update and see what we're on at the moment, which is quite amazing actually, to think that so many people have taken the effort to support us tonight. And Andrew's charity now has raised £1,800, and we'll be on £1,830 towards the Myton Hospices charity, which is fantastic. And thanks to so many of you who have been so generous in giving this money to a very worthwhile cause. I'm sure most charities are a worthwhile cause, isn't it? It's always difficult to choose between them, but hospices, let's hope that most of us don't need the use of a hospice one time around. Anyway, let us get back to the quiz and do some marking after that round. Do teams need a little bit longer? Do feel free to just put in the chat column if your team or somebody in your team needs a bit more time to work out some of the questions. Obviously, if you can get the connection, it helps you work the questions backwards and try and fit the connection into the answer that you've got. Decide whether it's right or wrong. And of course, if you haven't done the quiz before, no, these connection rounds are a little bit tricky. There's no doubt about that. As with all quizzes, once you get to know the format of the quiz, it does become a bit easier. For instance, if you do the chase regularly, you'll need to know that Frida Kahlo questions comes up every other week. Or rappers, for instance, they're always coming up as well. No more time, is saying Lisa. And Jackie was saying more time. So do I take Lisa or do I take Jackie? No, to be fair, you've had another 30, 40 seconds there. Lisa's already worked it out, obviously. So let's do some marking. Pens down. You should possibly work out connection by now, and if you didn't, so be it. The common name of the US presidents I was after were Johnson, Andrew Johnson, and Lyndon B. Johnson. They were the 2 that followed Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Johnson. Sorry, what? Oh, it's Lisa saying more time. Lisa said myton. I tell you what, you can't get the people these days spelling, can you? Well done, Jackie. Sorry, I will give you a little bit more time. I've given you the answer to the first one now. Never mind. I clearly didn't read that right, Lisa. Sorry. Yeah, mind. Gives you a chance to quickly pop to the loo, put the kettle on, do whatever. Well, it's certainly gone a little bit colder, hasn't it? That's for sure. I don't know how we're faring across the UK, but it's definitely cold outside tonight. Has anybody, I'll just ask the question, has anybody had any snow so far? Any ground covering of snow? We've got some northerners out there, they're bound to have had a bit of snow. Anybody living in hills that have had any snow? Cornwall had any snow? Cambridge, Worcester, Gloucester, Cheshire, Manchester, have we had any snow anywhere? I'd be interested to know. We haven't, we just had some horrible rain, lots of it. Oh dear. What's that? Are you sure you're not Googling? Moore's Googling. We had cold rain. Right, here we go then. We're going to do some marking. Are we ready then? The common name of the US presidents was Johnson. I gave you that one. Number 2, the other application was Word. Number 3, of course, what they're better known, a rotary is better known as a roundabout. Number 4, I was after carpet, a 6-letter word. The bookmakers for the odds of 3 to 1 is called a carpet bet. Number 5, the ocular immune system protects the eye or the eyes. Number 6, the boy's name represented by the letter M in the NATO phonetic alphabet is Mike. Number 7, by what name is the New Zealand men's national rugby union team called? They're called the All Blacks. Number 8, of course, Seta and champignon is better known as a mushroom. Number 9, running from Hammersmith in the west to Edgware Road, what line was coloured yellow? That's the Circle Line. And of course, the one word that connects the previous 9 answers is the word magic. Magic Johnson, magic word, the magic roundabout, magic carpet, magic eye, magic Mike, black magic, magic mushroom, and magic circle. So well done if you got that. So we've had a few people. We had snow. Wait a minute. We had snow on Friday. That's from Cambridge, sunny Cambridge. We had cold rain in Worcester. Essex and Sheffield both had snow this week. Well, fantastic. We only had rain. Mike Yates is saying Cumbria had snow. Well, I don't expect them to have snow. One of my team, he says, Cornwall was beautiful today. No coats needed. Well done, Carol. All was sunny in Cornwall. Fantastic. And it is all sunny in Cornwall. Right, let's get through some scores. Let's see how we're faring. Right, the Northern Grumpies are on 26.5. No so yet in Leeds, they're saying. Proud Slopians are on 27. Chris Speak on 30 points. Martin Davis is on 29. Rugby Rotary Club doing very well on 29. We've got Paul Lewis and the Quizzy Rascals on 33. Damp on the Foot's on 29. We've got Michelle Gibbons on 30. Sarah Russ, Joe and James are on 29. We've got Mince Pie Eyes on 27 points. Steve Farmland's on 26. The Ridgeways are on 27. The Famous 5 are on 28. PRS are on 31 points. Ian Miller's on 26. We've got Me Roberts on 27. The Yorkies have moved on to 27 points. And they've just gone off my screen. Sorry about that. Where are you? There we are. Don Quixote, 33 points. Well done, Don Quixote. Squeaky Bob's on 31. Well done, them. Chris and Mary are on 21 points. Keith Gordon's on 24. Steve Pugh's on 24 points. Chris Pickard's on 24 points. The Booby Prize Girls are on 31. Well played, them. Early Risers are on 23. Blues Extra on 25 points. Pick a Mix are on 28. Well played, Pick a Mix. Footy Fox 86 are on 24. The Yelvertoft Twosome, 24 points. We have Cornish Tights on 24 points. Home Alone 6, 29 points. Norfolk in Chance also on 29 points. The Mafia on 30 points. Mike Yates is on 24. Anne Anderson, Bread Rolls and Barn Cakes are on 27. The Holland Seasiders are on 22 points. Team UK USA are on 29. Couldn't get the connection. That's a shame. That would have been, clearly an extra point. What a shame, Lisa. Never mind. Now I expect the one word, Magic Johnson. I was surprised you don't get Magic Johnson, but never mind. Right then, round number 4 is entitled the Money Round. A money round. Any teams yet to get their scores in? Right, we'll crack on with round number 4, which is a money round. Question number 1, pretty straightforward. Referring to a measure of the market value of goods and services produced in a specific time period, what do the letters GDP stand for? So question 1 again, referring to a measure of the market value of goods and services produced in a specific time period, What do the letters GDP stand for? Now, do feel free. As I said, anybody that hasn't liked the quiz tonight, do give me a thumbs up if you haven't. And do feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There is a subscribe button somewhere on the page. It's Pewey1957. More subscribers I get, the better. And the more thumbs up I get, the better. You'll almost be able to find me on Google soon. But it'll take some going. Right, question number 2. Listen carefully. According to business magazine Forbes, 2020 saw Jeff Bezos become the first ever person to be worth $200 billion. Which company is he the founder, chief executive officer, and president of? It's outrageous, really. So according to business magazine Forbes, 2020 saw Jeff Bezos become the first ever person to be worth $200 billion. Which company is he the founder, chief executive officer, and president of? To be fair to the guy, he has been trying to give millions away. Question number 3. GDP. There is a cream now available. I'm sure there is, Ian. You've probably got it. Oh dear, oh dear. Question number 3. Behind income tax, what makes up the second largest source of revenue collected by the United Kingdom government? I'll give you the choice. Is it VAT, corporation tax, or national insurance contributions? So question 3 again. Behind income tax, what makes up the second largest source of revenue collected by the UK government? I'll give you the choice. Is it value added tax, corporation tax, or is it national insurance contributions? He's on about Jeff Bezos. Oh, little Nick's fallen on the floor. Damn. Pick him up. Just to remind you, little Nick's here. Wheel clamps. Wheel clamps. Question number 4. The DAX, that's the DAX, is a stock market index consisting of 30 major companies in which European company? They're all going on about what's bringing the most to the UK economy. Wheel clamps and hospital parking. Yes, they've gone down well. So question 4 again. The DAX is a stock market index consisting of the 30 major companies in which European country? Boris Johnson's CSA payments. Oh dear. Does he pay them anything? They'll probably pay him. I don't know. Oh dear. Question number 5. In 2003, which consumer champion founded the website MoneySavingExpert.com and now hosts a regular ITV show? He's very good, actually. What question? Sorry. What have I missed? Oh, he doesn't know. Problem we've had before with the chat column and Lydia posting questions, if we put companies in with .com, for instance, it won't show the answer. So you'll have to write this one down. Sorry, the question. She tries to post the question. In 2003, which consumer champion founded the website MoneySavingExpert.com and now hosts a regular ITV show? I think it somehow shall we say, the algorithms that YouTube use, as with all these other companies, they See whether you've put in something that's got anything to do with other companies, and I do not like it being advertised on the chat comments. Oh yes, you've got it. You've changed it. Now, Lydia's done a workaround. Don't worry. The first post didn't work, but the second one did. Well done. Question number 6. From the point of view of someone looking at it, does the Queen's head face to the left or to the right on British coins? Now, you need to get them out of your pockets. No cheating. From the point of view of someone looking at it, does the Queen's head face to the left or to the right on a British coin? You can't say that's more than a silly question, can you, really? Yeah, there we are. The wife saying the round's a bit dour wasn't fun enough. I've been struggling to make Question number 7. Together with Italy, San Marino, and the Vatican City, which other island country replaced the lira with the euro as its unit of currency in 2002? Chris and Mary from St Ives haven't looked at a coin since March. You're about right. It is amazing, isn't it, how we've stopped using the readies, so to speak. Everybody's using their phone now. Beep, beep. In fact, the next question's got something to do with that, you'll be pleased to know, Chris and Mary. So question 7 again. Together with Italy, San Marino, and the Vatican City, which other island country replaced the lira with the euro as its unit of currency in 2002? What's Martin put? Perhaps she is not used to seeing your wallet. Yeah. Who said my wallet looked new the other day? Somebody said my wallet looked new the other day because it hadn't been used. Somebody bought it for me last year and it's still exactly the same as it was when it was bought. Oh dear. Question number 8. In April 2020, this is relevant, this question. The spending limit for contactless card payments was increased from £30 to what, in order to reduce the amount of cash handled during the coronavirus outbreak? So in April 2020, the spending limit for contactless card payments was increased from £30 to what, in order to reduce the amount of cash handled during the coronavirus outbreak? That wasn't Apple Pay, by the way, because that's unlimited. He what? The wife saying that I show off and I pay. Well, who doesn't with their smartphone? You just go beep and it's done. Even my Nectar card this afternoon when I was buying my bread from Sainsbury's, beep. So you can scan your Nectar card, scan your Nectar. Scan everything, can't you? Right, question number 9, listen carefully. What is the most senior position in the Bank of England? Now, this is an interesting one. I'll give you the choice. Is it the Chancellor of the Exchequer, the Governor of the Bank of England, or is it the First Lord of the Treasury? So question 9 again, what is the most senior position in the Bank of England? I'll give you the choice. Is it the Chancellor of the Exchequer, the Governor of the Bank of England, or is it the First Lord of the Treasury? I hear there was a rare sighting of a white fibre when your wallet last opened. I'll have you know I'm a very generous fella. See you. In fact, Christopher this afternoon dropped round some of this, a fine bottle of Oakham Citra Ale, and I crossed his palm with some readies, so to speak. So he saw the inside of my wallet. Yeah, my personal shopper. Question number 10. Listen carefully. Which cathedral, the burial place of Jane Austen, is shown in gold foil on the front and silver on the back of the current £10 note? I'll tell you what, Martin, if I had some groats, surely they'd be worth a bob or two by now. I don't know. Well, I've got a few bob in there anyway. Dear. Robin's saying, it's the homeless moths I feel sorry for. Oh dear, oh dear. You are all mean. Everybody's mean. Never mind. So question 10 again. Which cathedral, the burial place of Jane Austen, so that rules out a few surely, is shown in gold foil on the front and silver on the back of the current £10 note? And that's your lot on the money round. Austin Cathedral. Oh, have I spelt it wrong? Oh, yes, so I have. Oh, I'll blame Lydia for that, for not picking it up, you see. Oh, dear. I was waiting for somebody to come up with the obvious mistake there. Marion. Oh, dear. Not my strongest point, I have to say. That's one you've ruled out, Keith. Good, good. Come on, you've only got another. How many have we got? How many cities have we got in the UK? 50. Is it 57 cities? 50, 56 cities? Not all of them. I can't remember. How many cities have we got in the United Kingdom? I mean, in England. Sorry. Did I say England? Which cathedral burial place of Jane Austen? Yeah, she's very in Wales. Right, that's your lot. So let's do some marking after that round. I don't think we need much longer because there's nothing to work back or work through. So we will just give you the answers to those and see how you've all fared. So question number 1, referring to the measure of the market value of goods and services, GDP stands for gross domestic product. Gross domestic product. So yes. Well, just yes, Jackie, it is. It is a country, as far as I know, anyway. Oh, Tony, you corrected me as well. All right, Austin. We were thinking of somebody else, Austin, obviously, but never mind. Where have I got to? I've lost my blooming. Sorry, answers. Right. Jeff Bezos, of course, it was Amazon. I think he made something like $30 million in one day because of the share price going 30 billion in one day, apparently, because of the share price. Number 3 is national insurance contributions, apparently. Number 4, of course, the DAX is the stock market index used in Germany. Number 5, it was Martin Lewis, that consumer champion. Number 6, I was after to the right. From the point of view of somebody looking at it, the Queen's head faces to the right. Number 7, together with Italy, San Marino, and Vatican City, which other island country replaced the lira? That's Malta. Number 8, I was after £45. That increased from 30 to £45. Number 9, of course, is the governor of the Bank of England. And finally, number 10, it was Winchester Cathedral. Winchester Cathedral. Steve Austin, we can rebuild the question. Oh dear. Austin. Austin Healy. What else can we rhyme with Austin? We'll have to do an Austin round. Right, let's have some scores in, see how they've all fared after that round. Let's see whether we've still got teams who haven't dropped a point yet. Bound to be. Right, we have Jen and Tracy on and Mince Pie Eyes on 36. With Rubber Rotary Club on 38 points. Ian Miller's on 34. We've got Paula Lewis and the Quizzer Rascals on 43. We've got Martin Davis on 34. We've got Damp Underfoot on 37. We've got Michelle Gibbons and Charlie on a fantastic 36. We got Georgia and Rory on 34. They're doing very well. The Yorkies very good tonight. Steve Hughes on 33. The Proud Salopians, they're on 36 points. Chris Pickard has moved on to 33. Well played, Chris. He's just gone off my screen. Oh, bother. Sorry, it's awful when it goes off the screen. So Chris Pickard's on 33. Mick Roberts is also on 33. Well played, Mick and Bev. Squeaky Bob on 41 points. That's a good score. We've got the Northern Grumpies on 34.5. Well played, you. Chris Speaks on 39 points. Still in the running there. Sarah, Russ, Joe and James are on 35 points. We've got Bread Rolls and Barn Cakes from Anne Anderson on 34 points. The Famous Five have moved on to 37. We've got Don Quixote on 42 points. PRS have moved on to 40 points. Steve Hills and Dexter the Dog. Oh, they've just disappeared off my screen. Sorry. I don't know where they've gone. Come back. Oh, bother. Sorry. They're 34.5 points. Got the Mafia on 39 points. Cornish Tykes on 31 points. We've got the Yelvertoft Twosome on 31 points. Blues Extras on 34. Mike Yates on 31 points. Got Chris and Mary on 29 points. Got the Booby Prize Girls doing really well on 39 points. Penny Graham's moved on to 30. Footy Fox 86 is on 33. We have Home Alone 6 on 37 points. Early Risers are now on 29. We've got Keith Gordon on 32. Norfolk Enchants on a fantastic 37 points. Narrow Minded on 34 points. Team UK USA on 37 points. Well played them. Right then, round number 5 tonight. Where are we up to? Round number 5 tonight is entitled An Initial Letter Link. An Initial Letter Link. Basically, all you've got to do, there are 9 general knowledge questions, where the answer to the final question can be spelled out by rearranging the first letters of the first words in the first 9 answers. So as you write them down, just track the first letter. I'll ask you to rearrange them and it will spell out another word at the end of it. So this is your initial letter link. Question number 1, released in 1982. Which science fiction film held the record for the highest grossing film of all time from 1983 to 1993, when it was overtaken eventually by Jurassic Park? So question 1 again, released in 1982, which science fiction film held the record for the highest grossing film of all time from 1983 to 1993, when it was overtaken by Jurassic Park? Just help you a little bit with that one because it's a 2-word answer I'm after or a 2-letter answer I'm after. Two-word or 2-letter will do fine. We only need the initial letter, of course, is what we need for the link. Question number 2. Carol will be all right over this one. The 1989 Disney film, The Little Mermaid, is loosely based on a fairy tale by which Danish author? I'm sure the clue really helped, Martin. Well done. So the 1989 Disney film, The Little Mermaid, is loosely based on a fairy tale by which Danish author? Come on, that's not too tricky, I'm sure. And as that was far too easy, question number 3 is one of those daft questions. In 2007, an elephant went on a rampage during a polo game, injuring 2 players and destroying the Spanish team's minibus. But which European country won the 2005 Elephant Polo World Championships? So not as much as sheep. What's that? What goes ho, 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 thump? Oh, bother. Santa laughing his head off. Oh, I like that one. That's quite good. So in 2007, an elephant went on a rampage during a polo game, injuring 2 players and destroying the Spanish team's minibus. But which European country won the 2005 Elephant Polo World Championship. And if you didn't know that, don't worry. You might be able to get the letter later. So question number 4. What yellow fossilized resin was used as jewelry by the Greeks and Romans? We've all seen it in one of those films that I mentioned earlier, I'm sure. So what yellow fossilized resin was used as jewelry by the Greeks and Romans? So it's only a 2-word answer. If you're in Yorkshire and someone brings you something to eat and drink at about 5 p.m. That's it. It's nice to see Keith getting in the chat. Well done, Keith. Why are elephants always ready to play water polo? They take their trunks everywhere with them. Oh, boy, that's a good one. That nearly wins joke of the night. Still got to beat Roy's yet. I think Roy's was probably the best. Not that I can remember what it was. Question number 5, listen carefully. Which men behaving badly star voiced the title character in the original series of the TV show Bob the Builder? There weren't many of them in the Men Behaving Badly. So which men behaving badly star voiced the title character in the original series of the TV show Bob the Builder? What, Squeaky Bob? Message retracted. Does that mean it was rude? Squeaky Bob's put something nice. Going to try and... Question number 6, one for all you scientists. In the northern hemisphere, the vernal equinox occurs in which month of the year? Chris says, why don't camels like quizzes? They get the hump and they get an answer wrong. Carol put just inappropriate. What's that? What's just inappropriate? I'm not quite sure. Oh, clearly. I didn't see it. That's right. Question number 7. In a famous 17th century novel, what new name does Alonso Quijano give himself as he decides to search for adventure? There's one team should get that at least. So in a famous 17th century novel, what new name does Alonso Quijano give himself as he decides to search for adventure? It's a 2-word answer I'm after. It's not too hard if you look at the way it's spelt. Oh, the wife's saying they're too hard, she's saying. Boris Johnson. Question number 8. Who are the only nation to have won the FIFA World Cup, the Rugby World Cup, and the Cricket World Cup? That's an interesting one. So who are the only nation to have won the FIFA World Cup, the Rugby World Cup, and the Cricket World Cup? Well, less of your rudeness, Dean. Too hard, she should be so lucky. Yes, keep quiet, Stuart. We don't need any of your interference. Thank you very much. Not everybody would have got that one. Never mind. Question number 9. Listen carefully. The RMS, or Royal Mail Ship Titanic, was built by the Harland and Wolff shipyard in which city of the United Kingdom? So question 9 again. The RMS Titanic was built by the Harland and Wolff shipyard in which city of the United Kingdom? And of course, to help you enormously, the first letters, this is question number 10, the first letters of the first words in the previous 9 answers can be rearranged to spell the name of which troubled retailer, which dates back to 1778 when William Clark opened a draper's store in London, and it's very topical. Got that sinking feeling, says Ian. Takes me back to 1912 here. So question 10 again, very topical. The first letters of the first words in the previous 9 answers can be rearranged to spell the name of which troubled retailer, which dates back to 1778 when William Clark opened a draper's store in London. Well, we're going to have little old Nick playing again for a second. While you're all thinking of those. Well, I hope you're all ready for Christmas anyway. We're only, how far are we right now? 20 days? Less? 19 days left. 18 days in the morning. It's been a bit of a funny Christmas this year, but never mind. We'll see whether we can keep the quizzes going as best we can. Do remember we do a quiz every Wednesday night and every Sunday night, exactly the same time. So if you're doing nothing and the television's dreadful, do feel free to come and look. Do feel free to come and do a dreadful quiz instead. You're more than welcome. What's that? Wow, I think I actually got an anagram. A first, says Martin. Well done, Martin. I'm pretty good at anagrams. Some people can't see anagrams at all. It's surprising. Completely dyslexic. I can't spell properly, but I can see anagrams fairly quickly. Perhaps because I can't see the letters in the right order. That's the answer. Right then, everybody, we'll work that out. Do we need any more time? I think that was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? Does anybody need any more time to work it out, or are we all happy with that? In which case, let's do some marking. I haven't seen anybody else put anything there. So question number 1, released in 1982, the science fiction film I was after was E.T., the extraterrestrial. So that gave you the E. Question number 2, of course, was Hans Christian Andersen. Number 3, I was after Scotland, the country who won the 2005 Elephant Polo World Championship. Good God. Number 4, of course, was Amber. Number 5, I was after Neil Morrissey. Neil Morrissey, well done if you got that. Number 6, of course, vernal equinox occurs in March. Number 7, Don Quixote, I was after. Alonso Quijano became Don Quixote. Number 8 was England, of course. Number 9, the RMS Titanic was built in Belfast. And if you rearranged the first letters, the first words, and the previous 9 answers, you should have ended up with that store called Debenhams, which, of course, is in trouble at the moment. So Chris speaks straight in with 48 points. Well played, Chris. Right, let's have some more scores in. Let's see how we've all fared after this dead easy round, that one, I'm sure. Ian Miller, 36. We've got the Rugby Roach Club, 48 points, as well as with Chris Peake. Well played there. Neck and neck, Chris Peake and the Rugby Roach Club, both on 48 points. We've got the Blues Extra on 44. We've got Sarah, Russ, Joe and James on 44. We've got Don Quixote on 51 points. Well played them. PRS on 50 points. Steve Pugh says 10. Well, he's on more than that, I know it. Mitch Pye is on 46. We've got Steve Farmer on 42.5. Chris Picard's on 43. We've got the Yorkies on 40. Paula Lewis and the Quiz Oracles are on 53 points. We've got Mick Roberts on 41. We've got the Boob Girls on 47. We've got Famous 5 on 46. No fucking chances on 47 points. We've got Damp Underfoot on 46. Peckham Extra on 45. James Setney, what's that? Polo question, the university quiz, 46, well played. Mick Robertson on 41, Andrew Ridgways now. The Ridgways have moved on to 43 points. Now it's all gone off. It's all gone tits up because it's gone off my screen. Right, adjusting scores from mistake in the last round. Martin Davies is now on 42, well played. Cornish Dice on 40. New theme for quizzes to mug up on Elephant Polo and the Mafia on 49 points. Well played then. Home Alone 6 on 46. We got the Overtoft Twosome on 39 points. Steve Pugh now 43 points. Team UK USA on 45 points. We've got the Northern Grumpies on 42.5 points. The Holland Seasiders are on 38 points. Footy Fox 86 are on 40. We've got Chris and Mary on 38, all the way from sunny Cornwall. We've got the Early Risers on 37. Bread Rolls and Barn Cakes and Mood on 42. Clive's just put Denmark haven't won Elephant World Cup as they were drinking Carlsberg Elephant Lager. Well, fair enough. Squeaker Bob on 41. Mike Yates on 38. Proud Salopians and now moved on to a fantastic 46 points. Sorry, Mick, what's that? Come on. It's all right. Is it? Right then, round number 6 tonight. Now, do remember tonight we have, I will just give you a quick update on the fundraising totals. As I said earlier, I don't think they've changed those a bit online. It's been fantastic that all of you have donated to this fantastic cause. As you probably know, my sister-in-law died last year of cancer, and she was looked after in the final days by the myton hospices, which do a fantastic job for everybody. And I'd like to thank everybody tonight for taking part and donating the money they've donated. It will go to some fantastic care. So thank you very much for everybody that have donated tonight. Right then, on with the quiz. And before we do the draw for the final round, obviously we've got a few prizes to win tonight as well. So let's hope you're in with a chance of winning. I have, you'll be pleased to know, all your team names are in a pot beer. And it will be a bit like the FA Cup, but on a slightly cheaper scale. We won't have a nice red bag with lacy tops and little round black balls. We will have a nice plastic bowl with kind of lots of coloured spots on it, and it's got every person's name in that's donated, or every team or person, whatever else, if you do it individually. And we will be picking out some prizes a little bit later for you all. So hopefully somebody's going to win something. So here we go then. Last round is just general trivia. It's not particularly tricky, so hopefully we'll have a chance at getting these. Question number 1, derived from an Italian word meaning above or on top of. What name is given to a type of classical female singing voice that has the highest vocal range of all voice types? So question 1 again, derived from an Italian word meaning above or on top of. What name is given to the type of classical female singing voice that has the highest vocal range of all voice types? I might argue with that person. Question number 2, a good old proverb. We all like a good old proverb. So according to the old proverb, the road to hell is paved with what? So question number 2, according to the old proverb, the road to hell is paved with what? That's a good question. I like the old proverbs. I haven't seen a joke for a second. Has anybody got a good joke to tell us? Let's see what I can come up with one. What's that? Just looking at some stupid jokes. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own jokes now. Chris Reappearance. Oh, yeah. Met this bloke with a didgeridoo. He was playing Dancing Queen on it. I thought, that's Aboriginal. Oh dear God. Yeah, okay, enough of that one. Right, question number 3. How is the Antoinette Perry Award for Excellence in Broadway Theatre more commonly known as? So how is the Antoinette Perry Award for Excellence in Broadway Theatre more commonly known as? So one word answer I'm after. Pretty straightforward. Well, it's been great tonight to see so many people taking part in the quiz. Currently, we've got 85 people taking part in the quiz, or 85 devices signed in. Let's put it like that. I'm not really sure. Someone else did. Question number 4. Listen carefully. The head of which country's official Union of Women has accused an ice cream manufacturer of promoting homosexuality after using the image of a rainbow on its packaging? What could be worse? Dreadful. So question 4 again. The head of which country's official Union of Women has accused an ice cream manufacturer of promoting homosexuality after using the image of a rainbow on its packaging? That was going to be in the news round, but I had too much in the news for you. Question number 5 is a question I've had before, but probably a long time ago. So whether any of you will have heard of this before, I don't know. What 1993 film is concerned with activity centered around an area called Gobbler's Knob? I'll give you the choice. Was it Groundhog Day, Grumpy Old Men, or is it Free Willy? That's dear, sorry. That's a kind of chase question, that one. So question number 5 again. What 1993 film is concerned with activity centered around an area called Gobbler's Knob? I'll give you the choice. Is it Groundhog Day, Grumpy Old Men, or is it Free Willy? And to be fair, if you go on... what was I thinking of? What's the website that we book reviews on, Ange? Around the world. Oh, TripAdvisor. You go on TripAdvisor. Oh, yes. They've got Gobbler's Knob on TripAdvisor, all right. Well, no, got to give it a star rating or not, you know. Question number 6. Question number 6. Who was the first host of the BBC Radio 1 breakfast show, presenting from the 30th of September 1967 to the 1st of June 1973? So 6 again. Who was the first host of the BBC Radio 1 breakfast show? He presented it from the 30th of September 1967 to the 1st of June 1973. Chris, you can get a cream for Gobbler's Knob at Boots. It reminds me of Ian. I thought Ian Sherritt would come up with one of those. He's probably had a bit of that before. You can get it at Boots. That's what I like to see. Right then, question number 7. The Devil's Cataract is a name given to a part of which famous African waterfall? Can't be too hard, surely, that one. So the Devil's Cataract is a name given to a part of which famous African waterfall? It's a place I'd love to go to. I haven't been there yet. It's on my bucket list. What's that? When we're allowed out of the UK, of course. Although, of course, at my age, we'll be getting our vaccinations a lot earlier than most of you. Once I've got my vaccination, off we go. Question number 8. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. is a line from which 1990's #1 hit single? Very popular. So question 8 again. Life is plastic, it's fantastic is a line from which 1990's #1 hit single? Ooh. Do you know when I started doing this quiz, I had quite dark, brown coloured hair. It's all grey now. Question number 9, the penultimate question of the evening. In the list of 7 deadly sins, what is normally considered to be the most serious of the 7 sins and the source of all the others? Not sure who that's according to, but never mind, it seems all right to me. Ian said, I've managed to avoid Gobbler's Knob so far. That's fair. I bet Clive got it though at one stage. What? Sorry, Clive. So question 9 again. In the list of the 7 deadly sins, what is normally considered to be the most serious of the 7 sins and the source of all the others? Quite know how you know that, I don't know, but never mind. It's one of those, I suppose. Well, the beer's been good tonight. We've had a toffee ale, a golden ale, and an oakum citra. It's been excellent. And finally, listen carefully. This is the last question of the evening. We put you out of misery. Then we can draw some winning prizes for those teams. So, question number 10: which of the following is not the name of a real book? So again, which of the following is not the name of a real book? And there's plenty of books with silly titles. I'll give you the choice. Is it People Who Don't Know They Are Dead? The Perks of Being a Wallflower? Or is it How to Cook Your Wife? One of those is not the name of a real book. So again, which of the following is not the name of a real book? I'll give you the choice. Is it People Who Don't Know They're Dead? The Perks of Being a Wallflower? Or How to Cook Your Wife? Dear God. So one of those is not a real book. You'll be surprised to know. Okay then, everybody. After all that frivolity, I've got a little thing to read out that my brother-in-law's done me. Because basically, I was asked to do this quiz, or asked to do a charity quiz, really, for my brother-in-law Andy, who lost his wife last year, and he's written me this little thing, which of course he was going to announce because he was supposed to be here, but he's decided to stay at home because of his bubble. So anyway, whatever else, he's in another team tonight, so which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm supposed to read this out, and it says, I will just announce it before we go through the answers. On behalf of our family and Myton Hospice, this was Andrew, of course. First of all, a big thank you to Nick, that's me, for agreeing to host the charity quiz in memory of Helen. I'm sure it's been up to the usual high standard. Don't know about that. You can all vote online, yeah. Secondly, an enormous thank you to everyone who has donated and entered into the spirit of the event. He said, originally I hoped we'd raise about £200, but your generosity has meant that we've topped 1,600 or something like that, which is an amazing, obviously, turnaround. In fact, I think we've nearly done 1,700 tonight. And he's put Myton is a charity very close to our hearts, and so thanks again. If Helen's watching, she'll be quietly proud of what we've all achieved. And take care. And thanks, Andy. That's Andy Smith, my brother-in-law. Yeah, we're £2 short apparently of 1,700. So we're about £1,700. That's a fantastic thing for an evening's quiz. And thank you all for taking part tonight. Anyway, let's just go through the answers to the last round, because there were one or two tricky ones in there, as there always are, to try and catch a few people out, so that nobody can possibly score a maximum 63 points or whatever else, but maybe they can if they guess luckily. So question number one was that voice, the highest vocal range of all voice types, was the soprano. Number two, I was after, according to the old proverb, the road to hell is paved with what? It's good intentions, good intentions. Number three, how is Antoine Perry Award for Excellence in Broadway Theatre more commonly known? That's known as a Tony. A Tony. I suppose Antoinette almost gives that away. Number four, the head of the country's official union of women. That was the Russia, of course, Russia. Number five was Groundhog Day. Not Free Willy, but Groundhog Day. Number six was Tony Blackburn, of course. Number seven, The Devil's Cataract is part of the Victoria Falls. Number eight, Life is Plastic, It's Fantastic is a line from Barbie Girl by Aqua. Well done if you got that. Number nine, the list of the 7 deadly sins. The worst apparently is pride. And finally, number 10, which of the following is not the name of the real book? I gave it the choice. Was it People Who Don't Know They're Dead, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, or How to Cook Your Wife? Well, it was actually How to Cook Your Wife. The real title of that was How to Cook Your Husband. So that's clearly the wrong one, but never mind. So there is a real book, People Who Don't Know They're Dead, and The Perks of Being Wallflowers. So let's have some scores in first, and then we'll do the draw and see at the end. Let's see whether we can give 1 or 2 prizes away to people. So, wow, the cash prizes. So we've got Chris Peake on 57. Well played, Chris. Tony Freeman, Blues Extra on 54. We got the Proud Salopians also on 54. The Rugby Rotary Club on 55. We've got Mince Pie Eyes on 56. Martin Davis ends up on 49 points. Michelle Gibbons on 56. We've got Squeaky Bob for 59. The Yorkies end up on 47. That must be a record for the Yorkies. Well played them. Famous Five on 53. Steve View ends up on 51. Paula Lewis ends up with 62 points. Well played, Paula. Quizzy Rascals. Matthew Blum, PRS end up on 60 points. Well played them. Ian Miller on 41. We got Damp Underfoot on 55. Leslie Barrett ends up on 48. Pigamix on 54 even. Sorry. Sarah, where are you gone to? Just gone off my screen. Sarah, Russ, James and Joe, fantastic 49 points. Chris and Mary, all the way from St Ives on 43 points. Well played. Mick Roberts from Sunnyville on 49 points. Hill Steve and the Dog Dexter, who's probably asleep now, is 47.5 points. Andrew Lewis and the Yelvertoft 2. Andrew and Jane on 44. We've got Mike Yates ended up on 37 points. Home Alone 6 on 54 points. We've got Andy, Jessica and Craig on 45. The Mafia end up with a very respectable 58 points. Keith Gordon ends up on 48 points. Well played him. Chris Bogard on 49. Norfolk and Chance end up on 53, as do the Booby Prize Girls. Sorry, Booby Prize Girls. The Booby Prize Girls on 53 points. What did Santa do when he went speed dating? Come on, Steve, quick. I can't see the answer. Footy Fox 86 saying 45 thinks that's our best score. What did Santa do when he went speed dating? Come on, I'm waiting for it now. I'll tell you what he did. Great quiz again. Thanks both. Great amount of raised. Right then, here we go. Now then. You can't really see this. I'm going to have to push this back a bit. Hang on. If you give me a second, I'm going to push my screen back. I just hope none of the connections come out. I've got a little bit more. Yes, if you'd like to. I could get Lydia. You come and pick some names out of the hat. So then. In reverse order. Okay, we've got 3 little prizes to give away first. 1 or 2 you'll have to come and collect, and if you can't collect them, then we'll have to donate them to another quiz or something, but never mind. First off, winning a fantastic some soups just to keep you going during the coronavirus. We have a sweet mandarin and grapefruit, and a sweet mandarin and grapefruit with vitamin A, B and C, moisturizing hand and body lotion, and a hand wash. And winning this, we've got Martin and Tina from the Davises in Dunchurch. Well played, Martin and Tina, winning some hand wash. Woo! Big round of applause for them. Right, second of tonight's winning. Now this is an excellent prize. We have a little hamper here. Now let me just hold this up because you can't see it. We have 3 unusual beers in here, including some Brooklyn Lager, some Sierra Nevada beer, and some Brewdog beer, along with some honey roasted and onion pretzels. Fantastic prize, you see. This has been won by the Quizzy Rascals. Well played them. They will, of course, have to come and pick those up off me. So well played the Quizzy Rascals. Now, another set of the magnificent sweet mandarin and grapefruit, because I've got 2 of these, obviously. This has been won by somebody else. Let's have a look. Lydia's opening up the next one, which is... Oh, Gwen Smith has won herself. Gwen Smith has won herself a sweet mandarin and grapefruit and hand wash and body lotion. So well done, Gwen Smith. Right then, now some cash prizes for £20. Cash prize. Here we go. Let's see who has won a cash prize of £20, which we can, of course, easily send you, which is easier than giving these away. The Tofties, well played, the Tofties. I think is that my brother Steve, or is it the... I can't remember which ones are the top. I think that's my brother Steve. £20, well done them. In second place, winning a fantastic £30 prize tonight, we have, all the way, Anna and Harry. Well played, Anna and Harry. £30, well played them. And winning tonight's £50 prize, first place goes to... Lydia's pulling this out. Oh, so I'm doing them all. Very exciting. Oh. Ben and Nick. Ben and Nick have won a fantastic £50 prize. So well played them. Well, everybody, thank you ever so much for taking part. We'll make sure those gifts. I think Martin, you're going to have to come and pick these up, and I think the Quizzy Rascals are going to have to pick the M&S food thing up with some beers in it off me. Just text me and I'll give you my address and you can come and pick these up or whatever else. I can drop them around maybe. But great to see you all, and thank you so much for taking part in tonight's quiz. It's been fantastic, and we'll hopefully see some of you on Wednesday night, and if not, next Sunday night for another one of Nick's silly quizzes, which keeps you all interested in quizzing, and whilst the pubs are locked down and whatever else. Anyway, thank you very much. We've raised about £1,700, which has been a fantastic turnout for tonight's quiz. So good night all. Stay safe, and above all, let's hope that we can see the back of this virus for next year and get back into the pub again. But good night all. Stay safe for another week, and we will see you soon. Wednesday night, 8 for 8:15. If not, next Sunday night, we'll see you there. So thank you very much, everybody. It's been great. A lot of people are putting comments on now, which is great, because I think once I close the stream down, all the comments stop. But cheers to everybody from me and Lydia. Lydia's been hard at work doing all the questions on. And it's been great to see so many of you take part, and for a fantastic course. So thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you again. Good night. Cheers. End my stream.